right, a warm welcome. Many thanks for joining us on yet another edition of GlobalNet Show, a platform where we discuss ICT, telecoms, business, and people. And well, I'm Kunle Aborishade, and together and always with the man we call the encyclopedia of telecoms in Nigeria. Not only that, is versatile man in almost all aspects of life, and he brings all of that insightfulness to you and to share. Fidel Otuya, good morning.
Kunle, good morning. Good morning.
How has your week been?
As usual, sometimes you get more than you
bargain for.
You know, this terrible time now in terms of electricity.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, we paid for light, but they gave us darkness in the area of investments in the sector.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
No, what bothers me was this, okay? We had the Director General of Bureau of Public Enterprise on this show, and remember, we talked extensively. He had given us some roadmap into how power is going to play out, and by his own expectation, we shouldn't be where we are now.
When I spoke to the Director of Corporate Communication, Joe, said, was there due diligence? Because like government was in a hurry to sell these things off, and that is exactly what happened. And then you sold to friends of the government. Now, you've collected the money, but the actual investment to go in infrastructure, nothing about that. Because that is the critical part of the whole.
No, but it is expected that if you paid so much, okay, to acquire something, it wouldn't make sense not to have a plan that will take you into being able to organize what you have paid for and recoup your money. Remember, was the same thing with the telcos. Okay, they paid for this license so much money, you know, and then gradually they were able to, you know, unbundle, you know, their networks, and we are where we are today.
Now, this is the difference between the telecoms and then the power.
Yeah.
The telecom operators, well, they paid for the license for the spectrum, but they did not acquire government infrastructure.
Okay.
They set up their own infrastructure.
Yes.
Now, these guys bought government infrastructure that people say in a very terrible shape. So, having bought that and coming on ground to now say, okay, let us, you know, start rolling, and are seeing a different picture.
They should have seen it before. Something is wrong somewhere.
They did not do due diligence. When you do due diligence, it is both technical, it is both legal, and it is both financial.
It will beat me, Fidel, before we leave this subject matter, that you can pay billions of dollars without a due diligence.
Yes, when you
make
cheap money from government, it doesn't
that would be
matter.
unthinkable.
When you make cheap money
from
government.
Did they not pay for this money? Did they not pay this money to buy these things? They sourced the money and they paid for it.
Yes.
Many of them are owing heavily to pay for this, you know. And so when you borrow money to pay heavily for something and you have not done due diligence, how did you get the money in the first place if due diligence was not done?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, if you are just joining us, take a seat, relax, and this morning, okay, let's look at the impact of. We still talk about social media. I want to see and ask you, Fidel, you know, because even in the national conference going on, you see, where do we mix up the media? Okay, social media as the fourth realm of the estate. Okay, because that's a constitutional role for the media. You know, traditional as a watchdog on site. Yeah, you know, do we mix all of that together and all that? Okay, I think it's from manpower training from the Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor
Shodeinde?
No, not Shodeinde, the director of Digital Bridge Institute.
Okay.
What's his name now? Okay.
Can I still remember?
We get it. Okay. It was very extensive okay, on the role of media and all that. We'll take a look into
That's the name, Toyin. Ogunsheyinde.
No.
He spoke on social
No,
media.
I'm not fully. It's the director of Digital Bridge.
Okay.
We get to that
All
later. We'll take a look at all of this, because in Nigeria now, we must define things as they are, okay? We must define things as they are. It's Africa's biggest economy, and things must be in perspective. Let's take a break, organize ourselves, and then we'll come back. It's a Global Net Show. Don't go anywhere. It's live, it's an interactive Global Net Show on this platform every Thursday at 9 a.m. And also throughout the way, the conversation continues at www.globalnettv.net.ng. A very, very robust platform for interaction on so many issues: business, people, telecoms, IC.